Good morning. You may have seen me live quite a little bit this morning. You may not have done. Either way, hello, welcome to Wednesday Live. This morning I have been chatting to Serena Hurst about her journey through the masterminds with me. She's been in my mastermind since day one and seen phenomenal results from it. Absolute phenomenal results. She was just saying on the lives that we've just done, after much technical difficulties, went to my profile. She was saying that in the last mastermind that we've just run, she doubled her retail sales each month. So yeah, she's doing so well, and I was so privileged to have her come live and share. Unfortunately, we tried to do it in here. We tried to do it twice in here, and it would not let me add her as a guest onto the live, which was fun. However, magically works fine on a profile, just not in a group. So that was fun to find this morning. But anyway, today I thought I would talk to you about the future. I'm going to predict the future. You're all going to have an amazing end to the year. Do we look at the future enough in our business? Do you regularly look to the future? And are you doing it enough? That is my question for you this morning. So answer it. Do you look to the future in your business, or do you just kind of ponder it? Or do you do that thing where you're like, I'm going to get this, I'm going to be a leader, I'm going to be the top of the company. And that's all you're looking at, really. Do you actually look in depth into your future? Because you can, you can. On Thursday at the Mastermind Taster Day, we're going to look into the next 4 months of your future. Not quite as far in advance as some people look. I usually look about a year. And I do look further into the future, and I can see my future. I'm going to start calling myself a bit of psychic, I reckon. But I can teach you to do this too. I can teach you to look into the future as well. And I'm kind of not going to do it in great detail today, but I want you to be really aware. I just want to make you really, really aware that you can look into the future. You can be just as psychic as me. I know what is going to happen in 2025 in my business. I know. Okay? I am confident that this will happen because I've seen it happen. And I know this sounds really weird, and you'd be thinking, oh, good grief, I don't get this at all. People who work with me have the same thing. They know what their future is going to be like. They can plan it. They can look at these things and go, yes, this is what's going to happen. The majority of the time, it comes true. Yes, things get in our way. Yes, we can have blips. Yes, we can change that path if we want to, or if things don't align anymore and the rest of it. But we can see that future. I know for me, exactly, give or take a little bit, what I'm going to earn for the next 4 months. I know near enough exactly, because I can see the future, exactly what I am going to earn in 2025. I know my 10 top goals are going to come true roughly when they are going to come true, because I can see the future. Tell me in the comments, if I can see comments, can you see the future too? I want to know. Or would you love to be able to see the future? Maybe we'll ask that question as well. So give me a I'd love to see the future, or I can see the future in the comments. It's really not difficult. It's a flip of a little beetle in your brain. It's a change of how you use your brain. It's planning and it's strategy. And I know those things sound really boring. There's a little bit of winging it involved as well. But I really do think that you can. And I know that you can because I've proved it, because this year, last year, the year before, I saw the future and it happened. Amy says, I'd love to see the future and working on it. Yeah, I teach people to see the future and make it come true in business. We'll just clarify that. Not for everything, just your business. And your happiness, I suppose, as well. So we are so focused on now, on the end of the month, on the Christmas run-up, on making sure all the figures align in our business. Adi would love to see the future. A promotion now would double my income. I can make that happen, Adi. Let's chat. I can show you how that would come about. Absolutely. Yeah, so we're so focused on now. We're focused on what is happening right now, making sure those figures all are in place, those things are all ticking away, that we're getting our next sale in, that we are finding that next new customer. You know, we're in the now. We're working inside our business. We are so focused on now. And a little bit into the future, because, you know, you're potentially working towards a goal. You want that thing, right? What we need to start doing is not just concentrating here, but concentrating here as well. At the same time as working here, right now, in the present, and in the immediate future, we need to be working here. Because if you want to be able to see the future, and you want the future to be predictable, you need to be working on that future every single day. And it's really key, you know, it's a skill to learn, to plan out that strategy, to plan that future business at the same time as working on your business right now. I know so many of you will be firefighting right now to maintain activity, to be making sure that all your ducks are in a row for the end of September, making sure that everything's going to plan. And while you're doing all that, every month, you're stunting your growth. All focusing on the now in your business is stunting how fast and how much you can scale into that future. If you've, you know, come back from a conference over the past couple of weeks, for example, and you are so excited about getting that next big recognition on stage and the rest of it, you might be thinking towards that future. But do you know that that's actually going to happen? I remember being in direct sales myself, and I remember knowing 2015. Let's go back to 2015. So I know it's quite some time ago. 2015, I was sat at the conference with my company and my team, and I knew that next year I would be on that stage for promoting to the top of the company. I knew. I wasn't particularly close. I mean, I was probably about 4 leaders off. Definitely a huge amount of sales off. But I knew, right? I predicted the future, okay? There was no doubt, well, there was a huge amount of doubt in my mind, but there was no doubt in my mind that that was going to happen. The doubt was, I have no flipping idea, I was going to say something else then, how I am going to do this. Not a Scoobies, but it's happening. I predicted the future. You can predict the future too, right? It's a slight mindset thing, and it's that unwavering belief that that is going to happen. Then it's a case of a plan. Planning the now, not focusing on the firefighting, and planning the future at the same time. So doing something for now, doing something for the future. Something for now, something for the future every single day, okay? Because if you're constantly working just on your business right now, going, I need to get this, I should be doing this, I have to do this, I need my next sale, I need my next recruit, and you know, the team are doing this and I need them doing this, and I'm working with people who just don't want it as much as me, and it's just like a constant, I'm busy, I can't do anything, I've not got time, If you're in that world right now, the future looks impossible. Whereas actually, a couple of tiny little tweaks to what you're doing now, and tiny little tweaks to how you are thinking about your now, will give you the headspace and a massive amount of time to be able to do what you can do in the future. And I know this might sound so foreign to so many of you and like a pipe dream, but actually, this is what I teach. This is what happens in my mastermind. This is what we do. We're looking at you now, and we're looking at future business, and I'm teaching you on a personal level to go from there to there to predict your future, because I know that I can predict mine, and I know I can teach, because we've had the results, to predict yours. We've got people in the mastermind at the moment who have gone from leader level in the mastermind to promoting out 2 or 3 leaders to get 2 or 3 levels up. We've got people in the mastermind that have already predicted their future coming into the mastermind this time to know exactly where they're going to be, another level up in their leadership ladder by this time next year. They know that's happening. They're confident with that's happening, because we're going to make it happen together. They're going to take the action and make it happen. That future business needs to be part of your strategy every single day. Every single day. You can't spend every day working on your business and not planning anything for the future, because this is why so many of you are stuck in that space, at the same space you were this time last year, and grown a little bit since last year, rather than scaled where you wanted to be when you sat down this time last year. That's the difference planning your future business and looking further than the end of your nose does for you. And that's what we do in the mastermind. So my top tips for you: get planning ahead more. Look at the things that you could possibly do. What are you not doing right now? What are you doing right now to get you where you are right now? What needs to change to get you to where you want to be? Yeah? How are you going to get in front of new audiences with a visibility strategy? How are you going to increase your following on your social media? How are you going to book in those extra parties? How are you going to streamline and modify how you work to give you more time off and more boundaries and more balance? This is what we do in a mastermind. What are you doing that's working? What are you doing that's not working? What are you doing that's just exchanging time for money? What are you doing that is not scalable? All those things need to be looked at to be able to predict your future. So if you want to predict your future like I can predict my future, we need a chat today. I want you to drop into my inbox. I want to chat with you, because actually you can predict your own future. You can be just as psychic as I am. It just needs a few tweaks of what you're doing right now and the way that you are looking at that business of yours. Alison says, I can't wait for the next 12 months to get where I want to be. Alison's joined Ignite. We are going to rock this. It's going to be phenomenal. Obviously, there's a cost to the mastermind. I'm going to put this out there now. It's an investment, but when you invest in your business, you scale faster. You are more motivated. You are more focused to do it. And I know that by investing, you will double your business. I see it happen all the time. I know that when you invest in something like this, you do the work. You get to where you want to get to because you've invested time, space, commitment, focus. It's just how it is. It's how it is. So I hope this has inspired you today to go out and start looking at your future. Come and chat to me if you want to chat about this. I will see many of you on the Mastermind Taste today on Thursday evening, 7 till 9. It's totally free. Just over 2/3 of the spaces are filled, I think. It's plenty of space for you to get in. Go and find the link and come and join. It's going to be an amazing evening. And we'll do a bit of future business planning there as well, so you can see how to work your future business. And I will see you all soon. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.